From the Collins Aerospace Studio at the Nordloff Center in downtown Rockford, it's time for Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl.
Welcome to the Collins Aerospace Studio here at the Nordloff Center. I'm Greg Peterson, and this is Bergstrom's State Line Quiz Bowl. Welcome to the second round again, folks. Let's meet our teams for tonight, and we're going to start with the South Beloit Sobos. Now, I think the best way to phrase this is that South Beloit had played their first round opponent, Eastland, once before, and that was 5 seasons ago. And Eastland got the win, making it to the second round in the most recent success for Eastland. You'll notice that Eastland isn't here. It's because South Beloit got their revenge in that game. So we've got South Beloit here today. Glad to have him back. Josiah, let's meet you and your team again.
I'm Josiah. To my left is Cameron. To my near right is Zoe, and to my far right is Aiden.
Welcome back. And then this is the first appearance for the season for Winnebago, who, it's worth pointing out, are our Season 9 champions, but also the reason that we're only seeing them now, the reason they got that first round bye is because they made it all the way to the Final Four last season. Let's meet our team again. Kaylee, you're the captain.
Yes. Hi, I'm Kaylee, captain of the Winnebago Scholastic Bowl team. To my left here is Katie, to my near right is Annalise, and to my far right is Cole.
Welcome to you. Let's go ahead and just dive right in here with the buzz-in round, which is powered by IBEW NECA. We're on the buzzer here. 10 points for every right answer. Good luck, both teams. Here we go. What singer who held a Back to the Beginning benefit concert weeks before his death in 2025 sang Crazy Train and was that is Zoe.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Is right. What platform, whose mascot is called Wumpus, offers, that is Josiah.
Discord.
That's right, good Wumpus knowledge. What woman who arrived at the Selimia Barracks in 1854 was nicknamed the Lady with the Lamp while nursing British soldiers during the Crimean War? That is Kaylee.
Nightingale?
Yes, Florence Nightingale. Nice job. What plastic with recycling code 3 has a 3-letter abbreviation and is used to make pipes for household plumbing? That's Cameron.
PVC.
Winning the buzzer race on PVC. Nice job. In what state in 1861 did PGT Beauregard compel Union forces under Robert Anderson to surrender Fort Sumter, which guarded Charleston Harbor? That's Josiah.
North Carolina.
Sorry, no. And I was done with the question. Time. Missed it by 1. South Carolina. Next question. Serial killers H.H. Holmes and John Wayne Gacy both operated in what U.S. state, in whose city of Carthage Joseph Smith was killed by a mob? Cole?
Missouri.
No. And I was done with the question. Zoe?
Utah.
No, it's Illinois. That was here. Next question. What poet wrote, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses" in her poem, The New Colossus? Cameron?
O'Connor.
No, sorry. Time. That's Emma Lazarus. We probably recognize the poem from the Statue of Liberty. What objects are reduced by Gaussian elimination, keep their diagonals the same when transposed, and are rectangular arrays of numbers? That is Cameron.
Matrices.
Yes. Juba is the capital of what African country that gained independence in 2011? Cameron?
Chad.
No, sorry. That's Kaylee.
DRC.
No, this is South Sudan, splitting off from regular Sudan. What novel, which opens with a chapter titled Loomings, includes Tashtigo and fellow harpooner Queequeg, and depicts Captain A... That is Katie.
Moby Dick.
Correct. In string music, what 4-letter word indicates a player should return to playing with the bow after a section played pizzicato? Cameron?
Capo.
No. That's time. That's a tough one there. That's Arco is how they say to go back to the bow. What capital city was designed by Herbert Baker and Edwin Lutyens, lies on the Yamuna River, and succeeded Calcutta as the capital of India? That is Josiah.
New Delhi.
Yes. In 2025, what international sports organization elected Zimbabwe's Christy Coventry as its first female and first African-born president? Josiah.
FIFA.
No. That's time. That's the International Olympic Committee, the IOC. What author wrote about a lovelorn artist's suicide in The Sorrows of Young Werther and depicted the temptation of a German scholar in his play Faust? Katie.
Marlowe.
No, sorry. And it's time. This is Goethe there for Faust. Although, Katie, I see what you're doing. Dr. Faustus by Marlowe and then Faust by Goethe. That's the end of the round, and we've got South Beloit with 50 and Winnebago with 20 right now. We'll be back in a moment with our volleyball round. See you then. And we're back. It's time for today's volleyball round, where we're going to see the teams working with their teammates instead of just everyone being out on their own with the buzzer. But before we get into that, I would like to thank today's judge, who's Paul Von Driska, the Vice President of Legal at our sponsors, Bergstrom. Paul, thank you for all you do. Thank you for making sure that everything's on the level and no one leaves with any doubts on whether an answer should or should not have been accepted. Let's go ahead and just dive right in with the volleyball round. 5 seconds, the answers have to come from the captains. South Beloit, first question's yours. Here we go. What subject of the Hulu series Dropout worked with Sunny Belwani to misrepresent the accuracy of at-home blood testing kits at her company Theranos?
Mulligan.
No, that's Elizabeth Holmes. Winnebago. What novelist wrote about Quentin Jacobson's search for Margot in Paper Towns and depicted young cancer patient Hazel in The Fault in Our Stars?
Green.
Yes. South Beloit. What author wrote about an American girl who goes to Europe where she dies of Roman fever after visiting the Colosseum in his novella Daisy Miller?
Henry.
No, and I can't prompt on a first name, but it's Henry James. James is the last name there. Winnebago. What neighborhood, which is home to Minton's Playhouse and the Apollo Theater, names a literary renaissance whose authors included Langston Hughes?
Belvedere.
Louder?
Belvedere.
No, Harlem, actually, there. South Beloit. What lowest layer of Earth's atmosphere contains most of the atmosphere's mass and weather?
Toposphere.
No, sorry, it's the troposphere. There's an R in there. Winnebago. What artist who painted herself with a monkey in a 1938 self-portrait was the third wife of Diego Rivera and is an icon of Mexican pride?
Kahlo.
Yes. South Beloit. What method of learning, which applied logic and reason to questions of theology, was systematized in medieval universities? That's time. That's where we get the idea of scholasticism from. Winnebago. What novel, which features the recurring phrase, "for you 1,000 times over," depicts Amir and Hassan's life in Afghanistan and is by Khaled Hosseini?
Kite Runner.
I think that was in time, and it is right.
Good job.
South Beloit. What so-called ceiling is a legal limit on the total amount of money that the U.S. federal government can borrow?
Debt ceiling.
Yes. Winnebago. What Arab country, which Ibn Saud tried to conquer around 1920, was liberated by U.S. troops in February 1991 after its invasion by Iraq?
Iran.
No, it's about a decade after that. This is Kuwait. South Beloit. What union, which represents thousands of UPS workers, refused to endorse either candidate in the 2024 election under President Sean O'Brien?
Postal Workers Union?
No, sorry, those are the Teamsters. And that's the round. Well, we're real close here. We got South Beloit with 60, Winnebago with 50. And we're going to put the points to the side and play for some pizza right after this.
First elected in 2008, which U.S. president delivered the Yes We Can speech and signed the Affordable Care Act?
Welcome back. It's time for our Bergstrom bonus question, which is sponsored by GameStar Arcade in Durand. We've got one question on the buzzer here. It's not worth any points, but it's worth a pizza and ice cream party, so that's pretty cool too. Fingers on buzzers. Here we go. First elected in 2008, which U.S. president delivered the... That is Cameron.
Obama.
Good speed there. Yes. So that wins you guys a pizza and ice cream party, compliments of GameStar Arcade in Durant. And it wins everybody a lightning round after we come back from this break. Welcome back. It's time for our lightning round. We've got 110 total points on the board so far and 200 points available in this round alone. We're going to move fast here. And we start with Winnebago. Winnebago, you've got your pick of 3 different lightning rounds, and they're on 2010's animated films, American eponyms, and geographic nicknames.
What's an eponym? Movies.
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll do the movies.
Okay, 2010's animated films. Some incredibly exciting flavor text here. I need you to name these animated films released in the 2010s. Minute on the clock. South Beloit knows to be ready to steal anything that gets past you. Here we go. Third Pixar film to star Buzz and Woody.
Toy Story 3.
Yes. Disney film about rabbit police officer Judy Hopps.
Zootopia.
Yes. First film to feature the Night Fury Toothless.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes. Superhero film that introduced Miles Morales.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes. Disney film about a team led by Hiro Hamada and Baymax.
Big Hero 6.
Yes. DreamWorks film that used Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling.
Trolls.
Yes. Pixar film about Miguel who travels to the land of the dead.
Coco.
Yes. The first Shrek spin-off titled For a Talking Cat.
Puss in Boots.
Yes. Wallace and Gromit spin-off that preceded a sequel subtitled Farmageddon.
Romeo and Juliet.
No. 2017 film about Jean Meh, who lives inside a phone owned by a middle schooler.
Emoji Movie.
In time and correct.
I think Josh.
That's 9 right there. Well done. So I suppose that what that means for South Beloit is I need you to name this animated film released in the 2010s. You got 30 seconds if you need it. And here you go. Wallace and Gromit spin-off that preceded a sequel subtitled Farmageddon.
Shaun the Sheep.
Is right. So well done between the two teams. Got everything there. 90 and 10. And now South Beloit gets to have their pick of geographic nicknames or American eponyms.
I know what an eponym is. Nicknames. Geographic nicknames.
Geographic nicknames it is. And because I heard both teams say it, for the record, an eponym is something that's named after a person. But geographic nicknames it is. Identify these U.S. cities or states or territories from their nicknames. A minute on the clock, here we go. The Aloha State.
Hawaii.
Yes. The City of Brotherly Love.
Philadelphia.
Yes. The Mile High City.
Denver.
Yes. Land of 10,000 Lakes.
Minnesota.
Yes. The Bluegrass State.
Kentucky.
Yes. The Big Easy.
Pass.
The Last Frontier. It's a state.
Pass.
The biggest little city in the world.
Little Rock.
No. Where America's day begins. It's a territory.
Guam.
Yes. The Athens of the South.
Atlanta.
No. The Big Easy.
Oregon.
No. The Last Frontier. It's a state.
Oregon.
No. And you've taken shots at everything, so the fact that there were a couple seconds left doesn't matter. You got 6. That's a solid score. 4 of them are going to come back at Winnebago here again. Winnebago, I need you to identify these U.S. cities, states, or territories from their nicknames. Here we go. The Big Easy.
Pass.
The Last Frontier, a state.
Alaska.
Yes. The biggest little city in the world.
Rhode Island.
Say again?
Rhode Island.
No. The Athens of the South.
I don't know. I could see it being like, is Hollywood in the South?
Los Angeles.
No. The Big Easy.
Utah.
No. And you've taken shots at everything, so that's that. The Big Easy is New Orleans. Then the biggest little city in the world, that is Reno in Nevada. And the Athens of the South is Nashville. So that is 60 points for South Beloit, and then Winnebago did manage to steal 10. So Winnebago holding on to a 20-point lead with a round in which every single question is 20 points coming right up. See you for that in a moment. Welcome back. We've got a 20-point game and a bunch of 20-point questions coming up. It's time for today's final challenge, which is brought to you by Rockford University. Fingers on buzzers. It's been a great game. Let's roll. What explorer who sailed the half moon up a river to present-day Albany was an English navigator who gave his name to a large bay, and that is Katie.
Hudson?
Good speed, yes. What hormone produced by alpha cells in the pancreas works opposite to insulin by raising blood sugar levels? That is Bennett.
Adrenaline?
Sorry, no. And I was done with the question. A tough one there, that's glucagon. Next question. What 2 U.S. states, which will be linked by the Brightline West rail line, share a border that passes through Lake Tahoe and Death Valley? That's Kaylee.
California and Nevada.
Is right. What star of the 2024 remake of The Crow played the decrepit vampire Orlok in Nosferatu and is a Swedish actor with an older brother named Alexander? Katie.
Smith.
Worth a shot, but no, sorry. Josiah?
Thomas.
No, this is Bill Skarsgård. Next question. What drug, also called methyltheobromine, is the most widely used psychoactive drug in the world and is a natural stimulant found in tea and coffee? And
Caffeine?
Annalise. Yes. Through the Munich Agreement, Nazi Germany was allowed to annex what German-speaking region of Czechoslovakia in 1938? Annalise.
The Rhineland?
Sorry, no. And I was done with the question. Cameron.
Slovakia.
No, it's called the Sudetenland. Tough one there. Next question. What man who skipped the Constitutional Convention because he smelled a... That is Kaylee.
Oh God, Smith.
Sorry, no. And I'll finish the question. Because he smelled a rat, was Virginia's first governor and said, "Give me liberty or give me death." That is Cameron.
James Madison.
No, it's Patrick Henry there. The Issyk-Kul is a lake in what Central Asian country whose capital is Bishkek? That's time. That's Kyrgyzstan there. What state, whose former Democratic governor Roy Cooper announced a Senate campaign to succeed the retiring Tom Tillis, is governed from Raleigh? That's Aiden.
North Carolina.
Is correct. What letter can name either a form of DNA that forms a left-handed helix, or in birds, the sex chromosome that's found along, that's Cameron.
X.
Sorry, no. I'll finish the question. That's found alongside the W chromosome. That's Kaylee.
Why?
No, sorry, it's Z. And that is the round. They've got Z and W to R, X and Y, by the way. But Winnebago 210, South Beloit 150. A very well fought game from both teams. Winnebago, welcome back, and we'll see you later in the competition. South Beloit, it's been great having you guys. Fought hard to get here, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of you in future seasons. See y'all next week.